So I find this stat a little hard to believe, but did you know that your cell phone could be 18 times dirtier than a public washroom toilet? Office keyboards are known to have the most bacteria on them. Pretty alarming. Elliott Chun joins us now, and he's going to show us how to thoroughly clean our tech gadgets so we don't pick up all those nasty germs. Thanks for joining us here, Elliott.
You're welcome. Not surprised at the data there because it's most commonly used device. I think we look or use this more than we use a lot of other things in life.
Definitely. Our fingers are pretty much always on them. So why do these items get so dirty? Are we not washing our hands enough?
I think that's part of it, and we're just busy people, whether it's at home or at work, and it's so easy to hear a little alert from either your email or from your own mobile phone or tablet, and you want to go to it right away and respond right away. We're so integrated in our devices right now, it's just a part of ourselves or our lives right now.
Okay, so I have to admit, I mean, I don't really know how to clean the keyboard, and there's a lot of gack in there. But let's talk about some of the products that you might use to do some of this stuff.
Yeah, and actually we'll get to use some of these too and put some of our words to work here, which is great. So right here at the very front here, we've got a few small portable devices to basically stay clean. You've got some AM items that Keri's holding up here, easy to spray. And what's actually great about this is actually a 2-in-1. Yep, the blue device here, it's got a 2-in-1 device where yes, it does spray and clean.
Oh, it's a spray. Oh, okay, I thought it was a sponge.
It's not harmful, and it actually has a terry cloth built on it. So if you touch that terry, you can feel how nice and smooth that is. So you can actually spray your device and then wipe it down right away. So really portable, great for business travels. And same thing with the Insignia one here. It's purse size, great for just throwing into your laptop bag. You've got both the terry cloth as well as a nice microfiber cloth as well to clean things off.
Something like you would clean your glasses with, I guess.
Exactly. In fact, I'll admit I did clean my glasses in one of these already. So, it's a good thing to do.
2-in-1.
And there's, again, a microfiber cloth. Sometimes you can get away with cleaning your mobile phone or monitor screen with just one of these. So it is something that you can just give a try first if you're sensitive to using the solutions that we have as well.
Okay. This looks like hand wipes.
Yeah, but the difference here, this is alcohol-free. So it's actually an important thing to note is you don't want to use things like some of your common household wipes onto your devices.
Oh, that's what I've been doing. Whoops.
Uh-oh. Well, good thing I can help.
Only do it once.
Exactly. And we've got shields as well to protect, and I can help you along with that. But with the monitor wipes, they're all alcohol-free, and that's key because your screen is actually very sensitive to touch, and the alcohol can actually desensitize some of that. So over time, you could have some problems.
Okay, and quickly, this is like an air horn.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to use this one at the Canucks game or Whitecaps game because it won't make any noise except for a little spray noise. But this is actually compressed air, and it's a perfect duster for things like your keyboard and getting in those little crevices, and even your speakers on your phones. That's also an important area. And then lastly here next to it is a laptop all-in-one cleaning kit. Same idea where you've got a really sensitive spray to it and a couple cleaning cloths, ultra portable and highly effective.
Okay.
Shall we get cleaning?
Let's get cleaning.
All right, great.
Okay.
So this is actually my own work keyboard. You can see it's well used. I've had hundreds of lunches, adjacent to this thing right here. So it does have some, some dirt all along it. Why don't you spray?
It looks pretty clean, I'm just going to say, compared to some of the keyboards around this office.
I did have some practice, but you can see some dust in there. So why don't you spray right in between the crevices there?
Just my finger, or is it this?
Just right, exactly. You got it.
Right here?
Right at the front here.
Thing.
You got it. Yep.
So I'm just getting right in. Okay.
Yeah, and then the key thing to note too is you want to always disconnect your device. So in this case, I've been using a USB powered keyboard. So you definitely want to disconnect that so you have no electricity, no surprising shocks that you'll encounter.
You're just blasting out the junk.
Just blast out the junk, exactly. And then after that, you can use like an all-in-one screen cleaning solution just because it is something safe you can use on your keyboard as well. If you want, for a keyboard, I'd recommend putting it right onto the cloth here, Keri. So if you want to hold that, I'll spray you there. And there you just have to dampen the cloth, and you're not going to be, ruining any of the circuit board inside there. So if you want to give that a wipe.
Okay, great. So clean.
Exactly, and just like you would wipe off your desk or your table, wherever you're using your devices, when you're doing that, think of that as a good time to also clean your other devices, your electronics. And I think a lot of people just are afraid of ruining them. And in the case of having the right tools, you'll be fine.
Okay, anything different we need to do with the laptop?
With the laptop, I'd recommend a good quick spray down with the air horn, as you called it, or the Dynex monitor spray or keyboard spray.
Okay,
fantastic. And then same idea here, I'd use that wet cloth again. Give it another fresh spray.
And what about the screen?
And the screen, exactly. That's where I'd use a monitor wipe right there.
Okay, let's get one of these going
here. So use a Dynex monitor wipe. And nice thing about a laptop, it is hinged, so we can move it back. And see all that dust is coming right off there.
Anything in particular as far as how we're wiping it? Circular or just some?
You know, it's whatever's going to get the streaks or grime off.
Okay.
I like to do circular motions and then do linear motions because a lot of the pixels do come across, horizontally. And what I like to do at the very end, I'm very much a cleaner that likes to be like a Windex effect, where I like to spray and then wipe off. And these sprays are designed to actually, spray directly on your device, which is nice. And then I use the matching terry cloth with that.
Great.
Fantastic.
Okay, so we're getting really tight for time here. I want to make sure we cover everything. So smartphone.
Smartphone is the same type of thing too. So because it's such a small surface, you can just give it 2 sprays like so. And I've powered this off so I don't ruin it.
And then you just give it a wipe.
Down.
Okay.
Now the screens are important too, and then I also would do the back as well.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because that's where we're holding it with our dirty, dirty hands.
You got it. And people always forget that their speakers could also get clogged up too. So that's where that spray is highly effective.
The air spray.
Exactly, to get in your speakers on both your computers and your smartphones.
Okay, great. Now we want to protect our devices as well. So you have a couple products that might help us do that.
Absolutely, especially with all those germs out there. I actually have on this Samsung Galaxy S4 a glass screen shield. So that's actually a piece of glass you can sort of see at the top there protruding. If you get
it's a piece of glass on top of your device.
Right on top, yeah. Okay. So the screen shields got really popular with just a thin film that's on your screen. Right there? Exactly, and that's the packaging for it here. So Zag makes this invisible shield. Great because you do actually see all the scratches from your keys and other things that might be in your purse or pocket, and then you know it's definitely working and easy to clean off as well.
Great, okay.
And you also want to be careful with cases too, so if you're worried about getting things like your water onto your device or dust and other elements, these actually keep everything out. And by life-proof, you can actually dunk this right into the water. So that's a great way.
Yeah, this looks like an absolute nightmare right here, this iPad being dumped in water.
But it does work, so you can submerge it to a couple meters underwater, so you can keep things safe that way.
Okay, so lots of ways that we can protect our devices. And thank you for, well, I guess you should be thanking me for cleaning your keyboard and your laptop. Yes, Keri, thank you very much. You're hired.
Yeah.
Thanks, Elliott. For more information on how to properly clean your electronics, you can check out our website, ctvmorninglive.ca.